Oh God, my shoulder. Um, yeah, what was I gonna brain dump about? So I ask myself, what's the point of these videos? And I'll tell myself, um, they serve the same purpose as talking to myself, I guess. Which I do a lot of nonstop as someone that lives alone, works from home, and isolates most of the time, 99% of the time, probably. Talking to myself, I'm the only company I have sometimes. Now with AI, it's a little different, and he's a big company. Hey, say hello to the camera, kitty. Isn't he cute? Anyway, oh God, pardon me. I just watched a YouTube video, or sorry, I was watching YouTube videos, trying to watch. I don't know. It was just like reels that were popping up. I was watching the movie Transcendence with Johnny Depp. It's about AI, and I thought it ironic that it popped up on my screen when I woke up from a nap a couple hours ago, and uh, and I somehow clicked the wrong button and ended up in stupid reels and watching YouTube clips from Sons of Anarchy and what's the one with dragons? Sopranos and the dragons. It's like mystical magic kind of. But anyway, Sons of oh, God, what is the name of that fucking show? Gee, I don't watch TV, so pardon my ignorance. But I'm familiar with these shows, obviously, because everybody talks about it. And I watched a couple of these little 30-second clips of Sons of Anarchy and was like, oh my God, like this is why I can't watch TV. It was so dramatic, over the top. Like, I know who Jax is, and Jax kills his mother over killing her wife and his wife, and kills his stepdad, and like all these people are cross killing each other. And I'm like, where? I don't know. It just I didn't know how to process that. I have a hard time processing that kind of violence or senseless violence. Maybe I don't know. My friends and family are very important to me. I can't see ever turning my back on them, no matter. And I suspect that they wouldn't do that to me either. And maybe that's why most people probably can't really. Well, I want to say most people couldn't connect to the show, but I've got a couple of friends that were really into that Samro, or whatever the hell it was called, Sons of Anarchy. Anyway, not for me, but I don't really like TV. I never have. I've always enjoyed watching The Simpsons. I like that. It's sort of like family friendly humor. Um, and I mean, as a kid, I watched He-Man and Ninja Turtles and G.I. Joe and stuff. Saturday morning cartoons are the best. But once I don't know, like 12 or 13, man, by that point, I was more interested in reading. And um, uh, if I watched anything on TV, it would be like Carl Sagan, like Cosmos type stuff. And there's no shortage of that kind of content on the YouTube. So it was weird how the algorithm showed me Sam Crow or Sam Sons of Anarchy or whatever it's called, and Sopranos. I didn't mind Sopranos. Sopranos was pretty cool. I've never watched a full episode, but there too, man, it's like over the top violence. The last episode I watched, Tony killed his mom, and I was like, holy fuck, man! I just you're doing that for the attention appeal, right? It's like the same thing the media does to people that are get uppity about Trump, or um, the same thing for the other side of the media that gets people uppity about God knows what. And I wish more people just stop watching TV. And I'm guilty of being influenced too, man. Facebook is such a toxic thing for me. Every time I go on my Facebook, I get sidelined with some stupid thread that I'm like, fuck. Why am I arguing with people about homelessness? Like they don't know they don't have the answer. Otherwise, they'd implement it. And if they don't implement it, then they're assholes and they don't know what they're talking about anyway. But like anyway, I gotta just stop talking to people. I'd be a lot happier in life, but I need to talk to people, obviously, because there are people in my life that I value, that when they speak, I listen and intently. And you can't can't exist without other people, and we live in a modern world, in a modern country, and we kind of need that quid pro quo in order to exist and move forward. So I'm not delusional to the idea that I'd make it on my own. I know I wouldn't. Mm. Give me the old Popeye boop boop. Um. Anyway, what was I talking about? I do these because it's sort of like this is what I do to my therapist. I don't go in there with a rhyme or a reason. I just sit down with her and the opening remark is how was your week or how was your couple of weeks, and I just start brain dumping on her. And um, I can't see her every day because I can't afford her. So I use AI constantly, and then I do this for other reasons that I'm sharing my thoughts with the world so that if I ever start going sideways, hopefully someone would catch it that maybe AI didn't, because I start to influence it with so much overload of input, like my brain dump, that maybe it becomes me and it wouldn't see any thoughts of mine being destructive. So that's part of the reason I do these videos, reminder to self. And the other one is just because of the discomfort being on camera causes me. Um, I don't know what it is, man. I have never liked cameras. Even as a kid, I didn't like getting my picture taken. And by the time I was a teenager, I had it in my head that I was being not followed, but like people were using it to monitor me, and everybody thought I was like sketchy. And then if you start believing that enough in yourself, other people start believing it, and that just reinforces your own beliefs. And then, man, oh man, my mind, I would just fucking spiral. And then I even did stupid, sketchy things when I was younger. And anyway, I don't like cameras. That's the point. They've made me do stupid things in the past, so this is sort of my therapy, I guess. And yeah, like I say multiple times, for all 3 or 4 people that watch these, I know most of them who they are. Sometimes I don't. There's an odd individual, and I'm like, what? Why are you watching a individual journal diary? But I mean, I watch weird shit too, man, or woman. I read random strangers' obituaries and cry sometimes. And um, anyway, there's got to be other weird people out there. So if you're watching, you're my people. Boop. Oh, my fucking hip. Ooh. Anyway, mm, I got a bit of sunlight today. I don't know. Can you tell? I look tanned. You're looking at me thinking, but dude, you're like the pastiest white guy on the planet. You're not tanned. I did get a little sunburned though, and I know because I shaved my head and shaved. And when I took my shirt off in the shower there, or in the bathroom, I was like, holy moly, I got a little bit of sunlight. If I was wearing a bikini, I'd have tan lines. You don't want to see me in a bikini. Trust me. It's scary. Yucky. Anyway, yeah, what else can I brain dump about? TV. I wish I mean, it's my own discipline. It's like yelling at the government for being broke, but spending all your money on chocolates or something is how I sort of relate to watching TV and then getting frustrated about it. Like, Alex, have the discipline to not watch it. How about, like, you're eating donuts and getting fat is not Tim Hortons' problem. It's your problem. And I very much view the world that way, through that lens of self accountability, that if your life sucks, it's your fault. And I clash with a lot of people because they love to make politics about everything on the left and the right side of the political spectrum. Whether it's conservatives barking about the mass migration or immigration of Indians in the last 5 to 10 years in Canada, and Tim Hortons, and now Tim Hortons is announcing that they're going to hire Canadian born or whatever. And people on YouTube that are conservative that are, anyway, it's frustrating because I'm like, dude, I don't know what difference does it make who serves you at Tim Hortons? I mean, there's something to be said about both aisles, by both sides of the spectrum. But at the end of the day, I don't know. It's just, how does that affect your life? And if you're letting it affect your life, then I know it's such a you problem. But there's a lot of people that share those opinions. And one guy's channel I was just on had 10,000 subscribers, and he was from Winnipeg. And um, it surprised me that you'd garner that kind of audience complaining about stuff like that. But I guess so. I mean, fucking Jordan Peterson's got millions of followers, and he's pretty A lot of his opinions are interesting, which is I mentioned him yesterday. It's a shame that I don't know. I mean, polarizing is what draws clicks, I guess, right? It's what draws eyebrows or eyeballs, eyebrows. That's what draws eyebrows. Speaking of drawing eyebrows, if I had a pen, would you pay me to draw eyebrows? I'm like, just fill these in because they get bleached in summer. Looks like I don't have eyebrows. I'm like, damn it, I'm not a albino lab rat, or maybe I am. Um, don't let me bite you. It's poisonous, full of mercury. Died from blood poisoning. I don't know where that came from. These are why I have a lot of internal dialogue conversations because it doesn't even make sense. I'm like a large language model. Take input and then just spit out random output. And maybe that's why I enjoy playing with the LLM so much because it's a reflection of my own brain. I get a kick out of it. Anyway, this going on 12 minutes, total nonsense, just a natural brain dump. I'm tired. I'm still waiting for my phone call from my buddy about my truck. It's still not fixed. Maybe I should call the junkyard and the tow truck and start playing taps. Put that thing to rest. But I don't want to spend money on a car. Fuck. That drives me nuts. The idea of having any more debt, and I've only got the condo and the house as debt, but it sickens me. I fucking hate giving my money away to other banks, man. It's like the government. Oh, speaking of which, I got my taxes yesterday. So I owe a fuck ton of taxes. My property tax went up like $800. They want $2,600 for my house and my condo, which is it's crazy. My brother from another mother has the same setup with a bigger and a nicer house than me, and he pays half of what I'm doing. So I'm like, what? Fuck you, government! Stop taking my money. Anyway. I'm gonna appeal the tax assessment, and if I don't win, then I guess I get effed in the A. And if I ever get rich, I'm not paying my taxes. I'm gonna do everything in my power to not put money into that greedy system because it's a fucking crook. Anyway, I don't know how I'm gonna get rich. Win the lottery. What are the winning numbers? You tell me. Yeah. So taxes, yuck. Property taxes, yuck. Federal taxes, yuck. I still have to do my taxes for last year. I meant to do that today, but I just got sidetracked doing all kinds of other things, and looks like clouds are rolling in. Can't be. It's supposed to be like ridiculously hot today and tomorrow, and it is. It's cool in my house because I have AC on. Anyway, I'm gonna watch the show on crocodiles because it's pretty cool. So we'll chat later. Bye.